Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are back with more members of the 118th Congress. Today, we are looking at a traitorous ass. Representative Ritchie Torres, who is the representative for the 15th District of New York. And this district is, of course, pretty close to New York proper. It covers a good, portion of the outer edges of it. Not far from Yonkers, not far from Flushing, so yeah. He is a Democrat, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by Jose E. Serrano. Now, let's go ahead and look at who he is as an individual. He was born in New York, Bronx County, New York, on March the 12th, 1988. Graduated from Herbert H. Lehman High School in New York City, New York in 2006. Attended New York University in New York City, New York, 2006 to 2007. Was a civil servant, staff member for New York Council member Jimmy Vaca. Has been a community organizer, member of the New York City Council 2014 to 2020, delegate to the Democratic National Convention in 2016 before being elected as a Democrat to the 117th and following Congress. So he is in term 2. Let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He is on the Committee on Financial Services, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Digital Assets, Financial Technology and Inclusion, and the Subcommittee on Housing and Insurance. He's on the Select Committee on the Strategic Competition between the United States and the Chinese Communist Party. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 industry donors over his career. At the top, Securities and Investment, who have donated $2,324,409. Next is Pro-Israel, who have donated $1,782,858. Next is Real Estate, who have donated $1,398,429. Next is Lawyers and Law Firms, who have donated $704,318. And fifth, finally something decent, Retired, who have donated $506,984. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over his career. At the top, number 1, we have AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, who he's so sold out to Israel, it's stupid. They are a pro-Israel lobbying group that advocates its policies to the legislative and executive branches of the U.S., and it is one of several pro-Israel lobbying organizations in the country and has been called one of the most powerful lobbying groups. It was founded in 1954 by Isaiah L. Kennan, a lobbyist of the Israeli government, partly to counter negative international reactions to Israel's Kibbutz massacre of Palestinian villagers that year. AIPAC only became a powerful organization during its peak influence in the 1980s. In 2002, AIPAC expressed intent to lobby Congress to authorize use of force in Iraq, and in 2003, the Iraq War was defended at AIPAC events. In 2005, a Pentagon analyst pled guilty to espionage charges of passing U.S. secrets to AIPAC officials in what became known as the AIPAC espionage scandal. Until 2021, AIPAC did not raise funds for political candidates itself. Its members raised money for candidates through PAC, unaffiliated with AIPAC, and by other means. In late 2021, AIPAC formed its own PAC, and it also announced plans for a super PAC which can spend money on behalf of candidates. Its critics have stated it acts as an agent of the Israeli government with a stranglehold on the U.S. Congress with its power and influence. AIPAC has been accused of being strongly allied with the Likud Party of Israel and the Republican Party of the U.S. AIPAC spokesman has called this a malicious mischaracterization. No, it isn't. AIPAC spokesmen are sold to the goddamn government of fucking Israel. Suck a goddamn dick. AIPAC describes itself as a bipartisan organization, and the bills for which it lobbies in Congress are always jointly sponsored by both a Democrat and Republican who are sold out to fucking Israel and the Likud Party. AIPAC states that it has over 3 million members, 17 regional offices, and a vast pool of donors, which it uses to bully out actual decent, politicians from office, the sons of bitches. AIPAC supporters claim its bipartisan nature can be seen at its yearly policy conference, which in 2016 included both major parties nominees, Clinton and Trump. AIPAC has been criticized as being unrepresentative of American Jews who support Israel and supportive only of the right-wing Israeli policy and viewpoints, which it fucking goddamn is, and is a fucking evil cancer in fucking American politics, the sons of bitches. Altogether, it has donated $712,862, and once again, that is AIPAC. Remember that amount of money because it's a hell of a lot bigger than the next fucking group. Next, at number 2, Blackstone Group. And they are an American alternative asset investment management company based in New York City. It's a private equity business that has been one of the largest investors in leveraged buyouts in the last 3 decades, while its real estate business has actively acquired commercial real estate across the globe. Blackstone is also active in a credit, infrastructure, hedge funds, secondaries, growth equity, and insurance solutions. As of May 2024, Blackstone has more than $1 trillion in total U.S. assets under management, making it the largest alternative investment firm globally. It was founded in 1985 as a mergers and acquisitions firm by Peter G. Peterson and Stephen A. Schwartzman, who had previously worked together at Lehman Brothers. Altogether, it has donated $148,240. And once again, that's Blackstone Group. Next, at number 3, NORPAC. And they are a bipartisan multi-candidate political action committee, PAC, working to strengthen U.S.-Israel relations, as if it needs more strengthening. NORPAC has spent the last 30 years building deep ties with candidates for the U.S. House and Senate, whose advance the vital alliance between the U.S. and Israel. Together with a donor network from across the country, NORPAC provides financial, organizational, and educational support for candidates. NORPAC is volunteer funded and led, and with funds going directly to pro-Israel candidates. Apparently, it supported issues each year before the annual mission to Washington. NORPAC selects 5 issues or bills that will discuss, including foreign aid to Israel, IFSA, the Iran Freedom Support Act, which imposes sanctions on Iran in response to nuclear activity, the USIECA, the U.S.-Israel Energy Cooperation Act, which supports joint alternative energy research, PATA, the Palestinian Anti-Terror Act, which restricts aid to the Hamas-dominated Palestinian Authority while still allowing humanitarian aid unless certain actions opposing terror are taken, and the Saudi Arabia Accountability Act, which imposes sanctions on Saudi Arabia unless it clearly shuts down terrorist organizations within the country and in support for such organizations outside the country. And of course, it's got its goddamn mission to Washington, political fundraising. Yeah, fuck goddamn NORPAC, fuck APAC, fuck all the sons of bitches. They're traitorous, evil, and they should not be allowed in American politics. Altogether, it has donated $108,940, and once again, that's NORPAC. Next, at number 4, we have Apollo Global Management. It is an American asset management firm that primarily invests in alternative assets. As of 2022, the company had $548 billion of assets under management, including $392 billion invested in credit, which includes mezzanine capital, hedge funds, non-performing loans, and collateralized loan obligations. $99 billion invested in private equity, and $46.2 billion invested in real assets, which includes real estate and infrastructure. The company invests money on the behalf of pension funds, financial endowments, and sovereign wealth funds, as well as other institutional and individual investors. It was founded in 1990 by Leon Black, Josh Harris, Mark Rowan, former investment bankers at the defunct Drexel Burnham Lambert. The company is headquartered in New York City with offices across North America, Europe, and Asia. Among the most notable companies which funds managed by the company have invested are ADT Incorporated, Career Builder, Cox Media Group, Intrado, Legendary Entertainment, Rackspace Technology, Redbox, Shutterfly, Sirius Satellite Radio, Qdoba, Smart and final, the restaurant group, University of Phoenix, and Yahoo Incorporated. In addition to its private funds, Apollo operates Apollo Investment Corporation, a U.S. domiciled, publicly traded, private equity, closed-end fund and business development company. Apollo Investment Corporation provides mezzanine debt, senior secured loans, and equity investment to middle market companies, including public companies, although it's historically has not invested its companies controlled by Apollo's public or private equity funds. Altogether, it has donated $78,103, and once again, that's Apollo Global Management. Finally, in fifth, we have Elliott Management, an American investment management firm. It is also one of the largest activist funds in the world. It is the management affiliate of American hedge funds Elliott Associates LP and Elliott International Limited. The Elliott Corporation was founded by Paul Singer, who is the CEO of the management company based in New York City. As of the first quarter of 2015, Elliott's portfolio was worth over $8 billion. By 2009, over a third of Elliott's portfolio was concentrated on distressed securities, typically in the field of bankrupt or near bankrupt companies. In October of 2020, Singer announced that his firm was relocating its headquarters to West Palm Beach, Florida. Altogether, it has donated $76,190, and once again, that's Elliott Management. Now, let's look at this slimeball's donors at a glance. Industry-wise, securities and investment. Ooh, pro-Israel groups. Boo, suck. Real estate. Lawyers and law firms. Retired. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, big money by some of the most evil fucks in the fucking game. Individually. APAC. Boo, suck. Blackstone Group. Ooh. Norpac. Boo, suck. Apollo Global Management. Ooh. Elliott Management. Ooh. Yeah, he's funded by the evil sons of bitches. And he shows it with his fucking actions, you fucking sack of garbage. But this has been a look at Representative Ritchie Torres, who is the representative for the 15th District of New York. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting my sources and links in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.